Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up because we've got some serious buzz swirling around the NFC West, and it involves a potential blockbuster move that could reshape the landscape for the San Francisco 49ers. Rumors are swirling about a possible trade that could send Antoine Winfield Jr., the versatile safety from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, straight into the heart of the 49ers defense. And let me tell you, this isn't just any trade. This could be a game changer, a move that elevates San Francisco's secondary to a whole new level. First, let's set the scene. The Buccaneers, despite having a solid cap space of around $16 million positive, are looking to rebuild. Their record in 2025 was 9-8, and they're already eyeing the future, especially with a focus on their cap flexibility. But their secondary, which has been a bit leakier than they'd like, is a prime target for upgrades. The Bucs have been leaking about 7.3 yards per pass, a number that's just not good enough for a team with playoff aspirations. Injuries along their defensive line haven't helped either, leading them to consider some bold moves. That's where the 49ers come into play, especially as they look to bolster their secondary after losing Nick Bosa to an ACL tear in September 2025. Now the buzz is that the Buccaneers are willing to part ways with Winfield Jr. in exchange for a first-round pick in 2027 and a fourth-rounder in 2026. The main motivation here: Tampa Bay is prioritizing their offensive line and overall youth movement, and the savings from Winfield's hefty $25 million salary could be redirected to their pass rush and other key areas. Rumors from ESPN's Adam Schefter on January 3, 2026, suggest that this trade could send shockwaves across the NFC, and it's easy to see why. Winfield Jr. isn't just a safety, he's a hybrid playmaker, a true Swiss Army knife on the field, and the perfect addition for a team like the 49ers that values versatility and instinct. Let's talk about Winfield himself, because this guy is an absolute star when it comes to what he brings to the table. In 2025, he dazzled with 8 interceptions, returning 192 yards for touchdowns, and earning an impressive 89.6 PFF grade with a coverage grade of 92.4. He allowed just 44% completion against him, which is elite for a safety tasked with covering some of the best receivers in the league. His tackling was relentless, with 118 total stops, 5 forced fumbles, 4 sacks, and 17 passes defended. That kind of production isn't just a flash in the pan. Winfield has been a consistent ball hawk, earning All-Pro honors in 2023-2024 with minimal injuries, just missing a single game this past season. In terms of career, Winfield Jr. has accumulated 19 interceptions with a career average PFF grade of 88.2. His 428 tackles put him right up there among the league's best safeties, and comparisons to Minkah Fitzpatrick in 2019 aren't far off. Fitzpatrick's impact on the Steelers was huge, boosting turnovers by 21%, and Winfield's ability to patrol zones with instinct, combined with his ball skills, makes him a true difference maker. As a hybrid safety, able to play deep or come down into the box, Winfield's game is all about reducing big plays, and his stats reflect that. He's cut big plays down by 27%, and his run support grade of 90.8 puts him among the top safeties when it comes to supporting against the run. His ability to break up yards after catch, YAC, is also notable, allowing just -1.6 YAC per reception, which speaks volumes about his ability to limit yards after the catch. So why the Buccaneers would trade him? Well, Tampa Bay's rebuild is in full swing. Although they have a solid cap situation, they're focusing on building a younger, more explosive offense, especially with a quarterback like Mayfield, who's still trying to find consistency. Their defense, ranked 16th overall with a PFF score of 77.8, has been allowing 24 points per game, which isn't terrible but isn't enough when you're looking to compete at the highest level. The idea is that they can save a significant chunk of cap space, around $25 million, by moving on from Winfield, and those savings could be funneled into bolstering their front seven, especially their pass rush, which has been somewhat inconsistent. Now, what does this mean for the 49ers? Well, bringing Winfield Jr. into the fold would be a massive upgrade for their secondary, which has already been strong but could use that extra piece of versatility and playmaking. With Hufanga playing alongside him, the 49ers would have a secondary that's not only elite but also extremely adaptable. Hufanga, who posted an 86, one PFF grade in 2025, is already a dynamic safety, but adding Winfield Jr. would give San Francisco a true hybrid that can patrol the deep middle or come down into the box on rundowns or blitz packages. This duo could be a nightmare for offenses. Winfield's ability to create turnovers, he's had 14 interceptions combined over recent seasons, would translate into more short fields, more scoring opportunities, and an overall reduction in big plays allowed. Opposing offenses would have a tougher time because Winfield can lock down key receivers like Cup, who averages around 80 yards per target, and he's also capable of covering tight ends and slot receivers with ease. His versatility would allow D'Amico Ryan's defense to dial up more complex schemes, mixing zone coverage with aggressive blitzes that force mistakes. And speaking of impact, the numbers speak for themselves. If Winfield arrives, the 49ers could see a significant reduction in points allowed, dropping from around 20 points per game to closer to 12, which is a massive difference in today's NFL. Their overall defensive efficiency would jump, leading to more turnovers and better field position. The team's cap situation, with about $37 million in available space, would allow San Francisco to not only bring him in but also maintain depth across the board, especially in the secondary and along their offensive line, which remains a priority in the offseason. Plus, this move would soften the blow of losing Bosa to injury, as the defense's improved ability to create turnovers and reduce big plays could compensate to some extent, allowing the team to stay competitive and even elevate their Super Bowl chances. Looking ahead, the impact on the NFC landscape would be immediate. Winfield Jr., with his knack for making game-changing plays, he's already had 8 interceptions in a single season, would be a major factor in the 49ers' pursuit of their next Super Bowl. The odds would shift significantly, with the 49ers now being favorites to contend for the title, especially with a defense that can take the ball away and create short fields. Bookmakers already have the 49ers at plus 1,200 odds, but if this move happens, those odds could tighten dramatically, possibly to plus 450 or even better. Winfield's history of turning games around, like he did with the Buccaneers in 2025, when he snagged 8 INTs, makes him a true X-factor for any team aiming for title glory. This potential trade also echoes the smart, aggressive philosophy San Francisco has been building, prioritizing versatile defenders who can do it all. It's about creating a secondary that's not just good but elite, capable of transforming the entire defense into a lockdown unit that can win games in multiple ways. Winfield's addition would be a signal that the 49ers aren't settling, that they're willing to make bold moves in pursuit of a dynasty. With a front still promising and a defense that's already among the best, this could be the missing piece to unlock even greater dominance, especially in a league where turnovers and big plays can decide the outcome of any game. In conclusion, this trade could pivot the 49ers from a good team into a true dynasty-defining squad. Winfield, as a hybrid safety, would serve as a sentinel, someone who can patrol the deep middle, break up passes, force fumbles, and add that extra layer of unpredictability for opposing offenses. Tampa Bay might be skeptical to let him go, especially given his impact in 2025, but the 49ers have the chance to forge a legacy of invincibility that could last for years. It's a move that screams boldness, a move that says, we're here to contend and we're willing to make the tough decisions to get there. And for us, fans of the 49ers, it's an exciting time. The possibility of adding a player like Winfield Jr. to our already talented defense could be the final puzzle piece that puts us over the top in the NFC and beyond. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, 49ers fans? Is this the move that takes us to the next level? Would Winfield Jr. Be the perfect complement to our defense, helping us chase that elusive Super Bowl again. I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below. Tell me if you're all in on this trade or if you think the team should go in a different direction. Your opinions matter so much, not only to us but to the team itself. We'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis. So stay tuned. And as always, stay passionate, stay proud, and keep believing in the San Francisco 49ers journey to greatness.